Welcome back to Knead, to know where we go deep into the art and science of bread making. Last time, we explored the world of preferments and how to start a sourdough starter. Today, we're diving into the next essential step: how to maintain and strengthen your natural starter. Why natural starters vary. One of the most fascinating things about sourdough is that no two starters are exactly alike. That's because wild yeast and bacteria vary from place to place and baker to baker. This means that creating and maintaining your starter is a bit of an experiment. But don't worry, we've got the principles that will guide you to success. The source of microorganisms. Starters come alive thanks to wild yeast and bacteria. These microorganisms are found in the air, in your flour, and especially on whole grains like rye. In fact, whole grain rye flour is one of the best and most reliable bases for starting a natural sour. Why? Because it naturally contains a higher concentration of wild yeast and bacteria. You can also use fruit. Grapes are a common choice, but grains are generally better suited for sustaining a stable long-term culture. Once fermentation kicks off, you'll need to feed your starter regularly. This process is called refreshing. Each refresh involves discarding some of the mixture and adding fresh flour and water. This gives your yeasts new food and helps them multiply. At first, your starter might take a couple of days between feedings, but as it strengthens, it becomes more active and will need more frequent attention, sometimes daily or even twice a day in warmer climates. Not all starters are the same consistency. Some are thick and dough-like. These are called stiff starters or leavens. Others are more fluid, like a batter. These are called thin starters or barms. Stiff starters are more stable and can be kept in the fridge for days without feeding. They also tend to produce a more acidic flavor, especially when refrigerated. Thin starters ferment faster, need more attention, and favor lactic acid production, giving a milder yogurt-like tang. So whether you go stiff or thin, rye or wheat, fruit or grain, the key is consistency and observation. Take note of how your starter smells, bubbles, and rises. Over time, you'll get to know your culture like an old friend. In our next video, we'll go step by step through the process of starting your own natural starter from scratch. We'll show you both the rye method and the fruit method, so you can choose what works best for your baking style. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you need to know when the next episode drops.